So we're in the shop today. It's raining outside. What I want to do today, work on one of the quarter panels on this car I've been restoring for a buddy of mine. I did weld new lower rear sections in these quarter panels. The rest of it wasn't too terribly bad, so it had filler in it when I stripped the paint off of it, so I ground all the old filler off. Put a skim coat of filler on it. It had trim on it down through here, and the trim was gone, and somebody had welded up the little holes for the fasteners on the trim. This is what I'm wanting to do today. I'd like to get this quarter panel in primer if I can. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Okay, I wanted to show you real quick too. They make different kind of sanders, different ways to sand. This is an 8-inch DA. I'm gonna knock the worst of it off. I'm gonna get it down to where it's blockable, and then I'm gonna use this block sander. I don't know what it's made out of. And there's different kinds of these sanders. Different sizes. Different shapes. There's a shorter one right here. Durablock. Anyway, there's a shorter one. Here's a round one, square one, or whatever you want to call it. This is pretty handy because it's pneumatic, operated by air. That'll make quick work of it to where I can get it down to where I can block it out. there's what I'm gonna do. This thing was hit right here, and it was kind of hit right here. I had to jack all this out. When I put this new tail piece in, I had to jack all this out about probably, a half to 3/4 of an inch, which is a lot when you're talking about body panels and cars and, yeah, moving metal around. So what I'm gonna need to do now to get all this right is I'm gonna put the bumper on it, I'm gonna put the trunk lid on it, and I'm probably gonna go ahead and put this door on it, because it was also hit right here. So you can see right here's metal, right here's metal, right here's metal, right here's metal. So you can see this is all still low. So I'm gonna put the door on it. That way, when my body work is done, everything lines up right. I was hoping it was gonna be closer than this, but it's not. Here's what you want to avoid. You don't want to do all this body work on this quarter and that quarter without making sure. And I've had my trunk lid on there. I did it when I did the back window and all this from all that's new. So when I did this and fixed around the back window, I had the trunk lid on it, so I know this is right. I want to make sure this is right and this is right. So I've got to have the trunk lid on it and the bumper so that everything lines up, because the last thing you want to do, I could go ahead and work this quarter panel and make it how I want it, but that don't mean after I paint it and put it all together everything's going to line up. That's the kind of stuff you got to do in the process of the body work. Granted, this car's, it's 1966, got a lot of years on it, a little beat up, so we're doing the best we can with it. I guess what I'm trying to say is you got to make sure your car fits before you paint it. Everything fits. Bumpers, trunk lid, doors, front fenders, hood. Bolt it all on, line it all up before you paint anything. Okay, so here's what I've been doing. I had the camera off for a while because I had to make a few adjustments that aren't always fit for camera, because sometimes you have to get rough and ugly with things, and it's just part of body work. So anyway, I'm pretty happy with what I got. I got the deck lid on, got the bumper on, which the bumper is not adjusted. I've been fighting it a little bit, but Tony made cabbage rolls and my dad's coming out to eat, so. But anyway, I don't see anything wrong with that gap. I'm really happy with it. So that was today. I didn't get everything done I wanted to. But these old cars, they just take hours and hours and hours. You can get back out here tomorrow and shoot a little more footage.